Farm Bureau. Well, the Pro Farmer Crop Tour underway right now across the Midwest. The multi-day event, it puts boots on the ground, eyes on the field, letting folks see for themselves what we can expect come harvest time. We caught up with Oliver Sloup on day one of the tour, who says this year, a little different, just like all the rest.
Yeah, every year is a little bit different, and you're expected to see some variety as you make your way further west, and we kind of meet with the other team in Iowa and then up to Rochester. So far, it's been pretty good. I would say the great thing about this year so far is the weather seems to be ideal. There's been years past where it's been either too hot or too stormy, but I'd say mid-80s and sunny. It's a pretty nice way to start the tour.
That's Oliver Sloup. In fact, in just about 30 minutes or so, we're going to catch back up with Oliver, day two of the tour. He's going to let us know how things. Scouts continue their journey across the Corn Belt, measuring this year's yield potential. Oliver Sloup with Blue Line Futures joins us now for an update from the road. Oliver, a pleasure. Thank you for stopping to talk with us. I know yesterday you were on the air with Tony St. James, and you said you were surprised at what you were seeing, thinking that the 188 for corn by USDA is going to be much lower. How did the rest of the day go?
Well, yeah, yesterday I would say the broad-based theme in Ohio and what we saw in our route on Indiana side of things was underwhelming. That was the theme, and I think that was probably the big takeaway even from the official findings from Pro Farmer last night in Ohio. Tonight we'll get the official findings for Indiana. There was just a lot of variability, a lot of ups and downs, and different problems that different areas had. Dryness being one of them. Areas definitely needed a little bit more rain and could probably still use some rain going forward to finish this crop out. Now, we have hopped over the state line here this morning, so we are in Illinois. I'm actually in McLean County right now, which is historically one of the top producing counties in the country. So we have a split route. We're only doing half of a route, so we're expected to kind of stick around McLean County and pull as many samples as we can today. But so far, I think the theme in this area especially has just been consistency. Yesterday was underwhelming. Today is consistency. And I've got a comp here that I just pulled. I mean, we're seeing pretty good yield. Some yield checks coming in near 250, 260 in this area. So it'll be interesting to see if the other routes see similar findings.
Well, that's great. Any signs, Oliver, of some disease? We have been doing stories on possibilities of tar spot throughout the area. What are you seeing?
I haven't seen much tar spot here recently, but I have seen some rust. So that has been an issue in some areas, but broadly speaking, it really hasn't been very pronounced. All in all, I think a lot of the questionable areas that we visited yesterday, it was more about moisture and soil moisture or lack thereof. Today, that's a different story. Here in Illinois, you can obviously tell that they've had more moisture to help their crops come along. Even this morning, we got a little bit of rain on us. Looks like it's drying out, going to be a beautiful day. But all in all, things certainly look quite a bit better in today's findings so far.
Well, that is great to hear. After you wrap up in that area, do you have one more place to hit, or will you wrap up, like you said, this is just a half-a-day route?
Yeah, so we've only got about 5 or 6 counties. We're basically on the last county right now, and McLean County being such a big county and such an important one for overall production in the country, we're just going to stick around here and pull as many samples as we can until it's time for that evening meeting.
All right, looking forward to hearing how things go. Oliver, thank you for taking the time. Oliver Sloup with Blue Line Futures, a pleasure, and we thank him for joining us, of course, a part of this Pro Farmer Crop Tour.
Hi, I'm Oliver Sloup, co-founder and vice president of Blue Line Futures. Join me for the 2025 Pro Farmer Crop Tour live from the heart of the Corn Belt. This year's Pro Farmer Crop Tour runs from August 18th to the 21st, and I'll be boots on the ground covering the eastern leg. I'll still be delivering my regular daily grain market commentary, but this time with a twist. Exclusive real-time updates from crop conditions to yield potential. You'll get my first-hand insights straight from the fields. Sign up now for our exclusive content, including on-the-go videos and in-depth findings you won't find anywhere else.